click on, we posted to Flame and Bolt Twitter. Accept all cookies. Press play.
And we are live.
There we are. We're live. Okay. Last week we celebrated Alien Day, right?
Yes.
This week we're celebrating Star Wars Day. Can't see it. We both have Star Wars shirts on. And I made a really terrible attempt at one of the hairstyles.
All right, everybody. I am Matt from Alien Isolation Obsession, and I'm Frost today. That's my elemental name on Flame and Bolt. And I'm going to be interviewing Earth, which is Mama T, on Star Wars.
Yep.
So I know.
First of all, before we start, I wanted to say we did some celebrating today. And we made this really delicious smoothie that I'm calling the Blaster Drink because literally it's actually a copycat recipe from the Juice It Up Protein Blast Drink, but it's a Blaster Drink today. So here we go. And it's really good. So if you see me wiping my smoothie mustache, that is what I'm doing.
All right, so we're gonna do this podcast, this stream today, asking questions about Star Wars for people like me who know nothing about Star Wars. I am a Alien franchise person. I like a lot of horror films and things like that, but Star Wars is just not my gig. I don't know anything about it, so I'm hoping that Earth, Mama T, will be able to help me understand some things about Star Wars. So I guess my first question is, what is Star Wars all about? Like, I don't really...
Well, what do you think it's about? Tell me what you think it's about.
So
I heard you talk about something earlier. It was interesting.
So what I think it's about is some nations that are fighting or something, and they have disagreements about life or something or other, and you have to pick a side, and...
Disagreements about what?
Like life and how you should live and things like that.
Okay.
And people have to pick a side, and that's all I really know about Star Wars. That's my repertoire for that. I know that there's a Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Han Solo, and that's the extent of it. I didn't even know the bear thingy had a name.
The bear thingy.
Yeah. So. Tell me a little bit about what Star Wars is about and what the crew is doing, I guess. Okay,
so Star Wars is about good and evil, basically. It's about the idea that over time the forces of evil kind of start to envelop and cover over everything. But even though there's the forces of evil that's kind of surrounding us on all sides, there's always going to be that little ray of hope, that little ray of goodness, those people who still hold on to the light. So the idea of the Force is, Killer Axe says that she loves the bear things. They're called Wookiees. And the one that it's in the show is called Chewbacca. But
Chewbacca, that's right.
Yeah. Anyway, he has a wonderful vocabulary of language. So, but anyway, so good versus evil. So we have this concept of the Empire versus the Rebellion in Star Wars. So the Empire is as it sounds. It's the Empire. It's like the governing force that's gotten to the point where it's governing everyone and everything. And it wasn't always like that. So in the first 3 films that were released back in the day when I was a child, those films were after the Empire had already taken over everything. And with the Empire is, the Dark Jedi, the Sith, the people who harness the Force, and use it to hurt people, to harm people, or in any inappropriate emotional way, I guess. So
the Empire is bad. Those are bad guys.
It symbolizes the bad guys. It symbolizes the guys that require rule over humanity. and Killer Axe is being, no, she loves the Ewoks now, or they love the Ewoks. I know who Killer Axe is, so she is appropriate in this case. But anyway, so the Empire symbolizes this sort of use of power despite any damage that can come to it, right? So, or come from it. So, it's rule over humanity, it's order over humanity, and it's also like greediness and all of those like sort of seven deadly sins sort of like taken over. And well, generally the people, you don't get to see a whole lot of the effects on the citizens of the planets that they govern over, but you do see that they hate the rebellion, right? So the rebellion is about harnessing energy for good things, for protection, for bringing light into the world. And so, as is a common theme in our society, darkness sort of envelops everything, and greed and all these things sort of they're the louder voice in the room, even if there's less of them, right?
Okay, so it's kind of like today.
and then lightness. So if you're in a dark room, you have one candle on, it only has so much of an effect, right? But as you like add more and more candles to it, it can overturn the darkness, right? So anyway, that's the symbolism of Star Wars.
So there's a character, his name is Luke Skywalker. I understand that there's more Star Wars, but I'm telling you guys, I know nothing about it. So this dude, Luke Skywalker, tell me how, like, his crew, I think it's Princess Leia, Han Solo, the Wookiee guy, and she gets captured by, like, a giant slug, right? Is that how this goes? Like, a slug is on some other planet, they land on it, and the slug puts her in chains next to him. And then the Luke Skywalker guy has to save her. He saves the day. So, like, what is this crew like? Not to compare it to Aliens, but I need a foundation. So, like, is it about just saving this girl who it gets, captured by this slug that like ties her to him, or like is there more to the story? Like what's this crew about?
Yeah, actually. So Star Wars, again, back when I was a child, was just these 3 films that was released over time. And it was the story or the saga of Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia, who's the woman who was captured by a slug. And Han Solo. And what it actually is the case is this is actually a whole universe, a whole series of stories, whereby all of these characters that you see in the first 3 films are actually super interrelated in their past, present, and future. So we have these first 3 sets, which is set again after the Empire has taken over, and then but then I guess in the early 2000s they released the prequel series. So it's a set of 3 films, and that explains how Luke and Princess Leia came to be. And I mean, that received a whole lot of like clapback because it was just different. It was something. They tried to really pay homage to the original series, but a lot of the fans were very upset about the differences or the sort of cartoonish characterization that they made out of some of the characters or whatever. And one of the things that they did that the avid Star Wars fans really didn't sit well with was the origin story of the bad guy, the origin story of Darth Vader. And people were just like, wait, you're going to give him some humanity? I don't think so, because it's the bad guy, right? So he's the guy who, who's terrorizing everyone. But that prequel series really kind of like drives right home exactly how this man became the bad guy, or at least it attempted to. I don't know that it did it very well, but it attempted to. So it started with the first film. Oh, we have a flame coming to join us. It started with a little boy. He wasn't an orphan. He lived with his mom, but he was a slave. him and his mom were both slaves, and so they had to go and work, and they're forced to do work and pay their owners and stuff like that. And they don't really show their lives as terrible per se, but they get yelled at, they get like treated like poorly, but they get to live in their own space and then report back to work. And so the viewers are a little bit confused about why it just seems like, cushy slaves. They get to sleep, they get to eat, but they have to turn all their money, they get to barely eat, they have to turn all their money over to their owners. And so it's really not a great representation of how we understand slavery to be, but it was their attempt, I think, at sort of a rated G version of slavery. But anyway, so it follows this kid named Anakin Skywalker all the way up into the point in which he becomes Darth Vader. So, and there's an iconic scene in the original set of series where he says, I think we always say it wrong, the Mandela effect of how we say it incorrectly.
Luke, like I am your father.
So, Luke, I am your... If you guys know of the Mandela effect, post in here and what you remember. Luke, I am your father is a misquotation of a line uttered by the villain Darth Vader in the 1980s science fiction film Star Wars Episode 5. So, again, the original series started with 4, 5, and 6 right off the bat. Okay. It was labeled episodes 4, 5, and 6. So, yeah. Anyway, The Empire Strikes Back is often cited as an example of a Mandela effect. Anyway, so he said, he didn't say, Luke, I am your father, according to the post-Mandela effect.
Your father.
He says, no, I am your father.
No, I am your father.
So, but it leads up to this reveal. So, but anyway, and you don't really know how that came to be in the first set of films. But in the second set of films, as you see Anakin grow up, you see how he created Luke. Like, you see how Luke became a thing. And so, so the first set of films, as, you see the character develop, you start to see, he's a Jedi. Anakin becomes a Jedi. He's like one of the strongest people in the whole galaxy that could harness the Force. And so, and any Jedi who goes through training, they have to go through the training of like letting out that need to could be controlled by their emotions. So when they get angry, they have to learn to like really control that and keep it, get rid of it basically, because anger creates destruction. And so, yeah. So, but you kind of see Anakin sort of stow away a little bit of his anger. So he's like, fine, I'll deal with my anger. I mean, that's not a verbatim scene, but he sort of stows it away. And so he just like has little nuggets of anger throughout.
Trickles out.
Yeah, throughout the whole scene, but not only it trickles at first, but then it starts to act like a waterfall towards the end. Mm-hmm. So he's just like rah at the end, sort of like in the first series when Luke is confronting his dad. I know you've only seen one of the films, but probably that one. Yeah. When Luke is confronting Darth Vader, his dad at that point, the anger just starts to build up and well up, right, with Luke, and Darth Vader even makes a comment about his anger, Anyway, so and then later, I forgot the era, but maybe like 10 years later, 10 years, maybe 20 years later, I don't know, a long time later, 10 years, I think, the third set, which is a post. What's the episode of a prequel? Anyway, continuation. It's a continuation of the saga, so it's episodes 7, 8, and 9, and so that's what came out about 10 years ago, 10 to 8 years ago, and that's the story of the continuing story of the Skywalkers. I think it's like the last Skywalker or something like that. The Return of Skywalker or something. Anyway, it's a series of Skywalkers. So then you have this main character, Rey. You want to come and help me share this story? Come here. Come over here. Anyway, you have this main character, Rey, who's a female character, and of course everyone loves that because badass bitches, right? So,
ladies and gentlemen, we have Flame.
Who's not at all prepared for this.
No. My real name is gotta be Eli.
It's gotta be Eli, okay.
Well,
Want to tell us about Rey? Who is Rey?
Rey is like a female character in Lego Star Wars.
It's in Star Wars, but yeah.
Yeah, but there's also more versions of Rey
Tell us about them.
they can swap to for pressing I.
Cool.
And same for the other characters too. Well, you can play as Chewbacca, Rey, even Darth Vader, and a Stormtrooper. I actually have characters from the villains.
You do? Like who?
Like evil stormtroopers from the kind of Star Wars game you have, the realistic.
Oh, the
one.
Fallen Order? The realistic one. It's called Star Wars The Fallen Order with Cal.
Yeah.
Yeah. Eli loves playing the Star Wars games, as do I. But he especially loves the Lego games. But Eli is Lego obsessed. Right?
Yeah, I'm so obsessed with Lego. But now I am a fan of Star Wars.
Yep.
And since it's Star Wars Day, I've actually never told you this.
Oh, what are you going to tell us?
So, no, I told you that, I was saying that because I actually never told my viewers that I like Star Wars, but now I told them.
One of your fans wanted to tell you hello.
Okay.
Yes.
All right,
So, a thing that I like Lego so much.
Yeah.
And I need to tell you something.
What are you going to tell me?
I'm going to tell all of you guys it. By the way, I'm talking to my viewers.
Okay. All the viewers, listen.
So guys, if you subscribe, then you'll win a free hug.
What a prize. That's a prize.
Who's going to give the hug out?
No, silly you can say it.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
Yeah, it could be random.
Okay. All right, well, we'll draw randomly who's going to be it, except for you probably won't want to be the hugger, huh?
That's like a face hugger.
Okay, so let's continue on with the story, right? So then the final set of series, I guess, in terms of that saga is everyone, all the
Guys,
fans, yes.
No, silly you. I'm talking to the viewers.
Oh, I know. I'm speaking as a viewer. I'm viewing you.
Okay, so guys, I actually have a phone now. Don't believe me? I'm gonna get my phone.
I'm gonna get his phone. And so anyway, Rey, this is our real life. This is how our life works. We get interrupted every few seconds. Anyway, so Rey, we think the viewers think that so Rey must be Luke's daughter somehow, right? Oh,
See?
mm-hmm.
Phone's broken.
Yes, we learn about cause and effect and consequences here. So
Yeah, but soon my mom's gonna buy me a new phone.
yeah, at the end of May.
Yeah, my phone's really broken. There's also one broken spot here.
Yep. Why? How'd it get broken?
See?
What'd you do to it to make it break all that much?
I just saw the part connecting with your up, so I decided to push it really up high.
Yeah, but what'd you do to the back? How'd you make the back break?
Oh. One time I was just playing with my phone in the closet and in my other house. I was just yawning.
Yeah, it was funny.
Right.
And then I dropped like my phone. And I'm very sad now that I have my phone, but it still works. Even though it's not turning on, it's just dead.
Okay, well, we will go with that story. Yeah, go charge it up, okay? Anyway, so everyone thought that Rey was going to be Luke's son somehow, but then no one could be like, well, why? Like, who did he get with? You know, so everyone was really confused about it. But that's not how it ended up turning out. She's not actually a Skywalker at all. But she sort of, the whole point of it is that she sort of like enveloped the the Skywalker persona.
Okay.
Yeah, because Rey was her parents were actually a prominent figure, but she didn't know it. She was just like Luke. She was brought to family to take care of her, and so she didn't realize that she had any of even that she had Force sensitivity or anything. And then she finally got the training and everything directly from Princess Leia, who none of us knew Princess Leia was even Force sensitive. I think there was like maybe a hint at it in one of the films, but it really wasn't a strong hint. It wasn't a hint that any of us knew. But all of a sudden in this next set of films,
What?
Princess Leia...
I just plugged up my phone.
Hey, in just a few minutes, do you want to help us talk about our things right there?
Yes, I see we're
Yeah.
I have about 10 minutes of the show left.
We do. We can go for as long as we
Guys, we have a big surprise for. We have a big surprise at the end, and we cannot tell you
Okay.
it.
Let's let
have to guess.
Mav and Mom finish our show, and then we'll do that, okay? So go sit down over there, or sit down right here and just listen. Okay, bud?
So, since we have Flame here, his shirt, wanted to clear some stuff up for people like me who don't know about
There you go.
this. I've been calling
Guys.
him Yoda and Baby Yoda, and things like that.
Since it's Star Wars
I don't think
Day,
this is gonna end.
I'm actually
No, I don't
wearing
think
a
it's gonna
Baby
end
Yoda shirt.
Yeah. So can you clear it up for the viewers about the whole Baby Yoda thing that you told me about? So
Okay.
Yoda and Baby Yoda.
For
Oh,
our
look.
one viewer who needs to know.
Oh, look! One of my viewers said, "Hello, may the Force be with you."
Yeah.
That was the right thing to say.
It really was.
Because it is Star Wars Day, and some people do say that.
Okay, go sit down and use my phone, okay, and look up Star Wars stuff. Anyway, so The Mandalorian. Okay, so after all this series was over, and kind of actually mid-process, Disney bought out Star Wars. And as we were talking about with Alien Day, it's a little iffy when Disney buys out these franchises. But Disney really did not disappoint in terms of Star Wars. So they're building this whole entire franchise. They built, like, you know, in Disneyland. I don't know about if it's in Disney World, but probably a whole Star Wars land. And it's really cool. We went to it once. It's really cool. But so Disney decided to continue the saga. And so they released The Mandalorian, and it was kind of the first real major thing that had been released since the movies, the final set of movies. The Mandalorian debuted this tiny little Yoda baby, right? And everyone started calling it Baby Yoda because none of us knew who it was at all. So it was like we just assumed this is
Guys, look! It has a sign on here saying, "May the Force be with you." Wait.
this is the Amazon.
I think it's because it's too bright.
All right, he just really wants you guys to see the Amazon.
Oh, I think to see it.
Yeah, I think it's coming into view. All right, keep going. Don't buy stuff. So put it in the cart, but don't buy it, okay? All right, go sit down. So anyway, so then it's towards the second, end of the first season or beginning of the second season, which I haven't seen yet, oddly, but it's when the name the name Grogu came to be. So then we, it wasn't Baby Yoda. It wasn't. So we thought it was like 800 years set in the past. But then sometimes characters would come in that were kind of familiar to us in the first season, and so.
By the way, guys, I'm buying Lego.
No, don't buy it. Just add it to the cart, okay?
Wait, I was just.
So that's how.
Forgot to say. It just.
So to clear it up for the viewers,
I do not know what
as
to
this
say.
dilemma is being handled, Baby Yoda's name is Grogu. Grogu, and not Baby Yoda.
He's
So
not actually
he's absolutely
Yoda
not
as a
Yoda
baby.
at all. And when I was a kid, I wanted to be Yoda. I didn't know what Yoda was, and I just wanted to be Yoda. Roku is what people today are calling Baby Yoda. I'm talking to the viewer here. Roku is called Baby. We call them Baby Yoda. All right, so
there we go.
let's get to your Star Wars Day loot.
Yeah, let's get to my
Flame.
Star Wars Day loot.
Can you help us out, Flame, and bring us some of the Star Wars loot so we
Guys,
can talk about it?
Guys,
Yeah.
I was searching on the phone for Star Wars stuff.
Can you bring us these toys?
Okay.
Drum roll.
Yeah.
So what do we have here?
Baby Yoda.
It's Baby Yoda. So they don't call him Grogu, they call him Baby Yoda. But oh, I spelled it wrong in the chat. It's Grogu.
I'm sorry, Grogu, not Groku. So this is I think he has a plushie of some kind.
Wait.
Oh. He has Toy of the Year.
Guys, I was searching on
It's me.
like Star Wars for Star Wars stuff, and I found this.
Very cool.
Whoa.
That's a kind of boss that I beat in the Lego Star Wars game.
Oh wow. You're
All right, so
getting pretty good.
this little dude right here is produced by Disney. In case you guys want to know, it's a Disney product. So
It's official. I guess.
official Disney product. So let's say that. All right, can you bring us another Star Wars Day toy? Eli Flame,
How do I buy this?
right there. Bring us.
Oh, next up we got
Oh.
Okay.
Mom, you're the drums.
Oh,
Oh.
drums. So next up we have a Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Cal Kestis. This
Yeah,
is
Cal Kestis is one of my favorite Jedis.
one of Flame's favorite Jedis.
Stop calling me Flame.
And it's from-
My name's Eli.
It is from Disney, and it's I guess a Disney Hasbro Kenner product. I've never seen so many players on a toy. So it's a part of the vintage collection. He is on what game?
Even though Cal is not vintage, but
What game is Cal on?
he's the Fallen Order, which on Twitch is what I have this.
Well, but like
Yeah.
I like Star Wars so much. So guys, if you're subscribed, then you would like get $1,000.
That's not happening, but thank you.
No.
You could give us $1,000.
And let's get another
Alright, get
toy
another
here.
toy?
Another May 4th toy.
Okay, next up we got
Galway Girl by Ed Sheeran.
No, Alexa, stop. Oh, no.
Sorry guys,
It's
Alexa
turning the
was
TV
just
on.
on.
It's turning the TV on. Pardon us while we deal with this technical difficulty.
So as I was saying,
Eli.
next up we got.
Eli.
As I was saying, next up we got. You're supposed to be the drum.
We have background music. Eli, go unmute Alexa and say, Alexa, stop.
Alexa, stop.
Go ahead.
Alright, so we have here another Disney Hasbro,
Neon.
and I guess a Disney Hasbro toy, Darth Vader. Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
And is this guy really Luke's father?
Is that Darth Vader? Yeah, this guy really is Luke's father. Yeah.
Okay. So he was.
Guys, I like all of the Star Wars characters and every single Star Wars movie and all of the Star Wars games. But I also like the character Darth Vader. It's kind of cool because he has a red lightsaber. And if I was in the movie, I would wish that I had that. But there's actually a new lightsaber called the Kyber Saber.
Oh.
Do you have any idea what a Kyber Saber
No, I don't.
is? Well, but it was like created by an evil person that works for the dark side. And then his creation got it so cool, and then until he accidentally slid his planet into millions of pieces with the Kyber Saber. And he had to be really careful of how powerful the Kyber Saber was. So he knew what he had to do. Break it into a million of pieces. But luckily there's only one remaining piece on the handle,
Okay.
which you can put on. But that's the good news. But the only problem is, the bad news.
Oh, what's the bad news?
So he gave the other shiny parts of the Kyber Saber's thing, which is like a lightsaber but not holding it. And now there's just an empty piece of the Kyber, and now there's just only a handle and one piece of the Kyber Saber right here.
Okay, let's finish talking about this toy, okay?
Okay.
All right. So Darth Vader, we know he's Luke Skywalker's father. Why this person was a human at first? Why do they have a?
He's still a human.
Why do they have a permanent helmet on their head?
So he's still a human. He may look like a robot, but in fact, in the beginning, we thought all the stormtroopers and all those people were robots, and it didn't really help when the Clone Wars came out, when they showed that all the stormtroopers were clones. Later, we find out that that's not true, but in the Clone Wars, it was true. They needed to create a whole bunch of stormtroopers, so they cloned Boba Fett. But anyway, so they make him look like a robot, but he's actually human under all that.
But also, Skywalker is one of my favorite characters. But only Master Skywalker and all of the characters. And
Yeah.
and like Skywalker.
You mean Luke, right?
Luke, I think Master Luke Skywalker has the Force and like a lightsaber.
Right. Okay. So Darth Vader is he's Luke Skywalker's father, as you find out in the first set of series, and he is Anakin Skywalker in the second set of series. A little boy is Darth Vader, and what ends up happening is at the end of the second series, you see that there's this epic battle between Anakin. What? Oh, there's this epic battle between Anakin and Obi-Wan Kenobi, I believe, where Anakin. Oh, and they were Padawan and Padawan is like a student, like an apprentice. So Anakin was Obi-Wan Kenobi's Padawan. So they were student mentor, basically. Anyway, there was this epic battle because Anakin had just gotten out of control and was giving in to his dark side. And he was basically left for dead.
Guys, there still is one thing left.
Oh, yeah, but hold on. Let me finish this, okay? He was basically left for dead in a lava place. and so he was burned alive.
burned.
So his whole face is misconfigured. He doesn't actually have an arm, because I was talking earlier about the lightsaber. It's just a laser, so like, and you can just break off someone's arm. So he doesn't have an arm, and so he's just horribly disfigured. His lungs don't work on their own, and so that's why you have this breathing apparatus that breathes for him while he's
But guys, do
in
you
the
know
machine.
what the Kyber Saber sounds like? It sounds like it sounds like a lot of lightsabers turning on, and here's what it's like.
Let's carefully bring out the grand
The big one.
prize, big one. Let's bring that one over
Yes.
here.
This
Okay,
one,
okay.
This one was totally unexpected. Go get it for me, please.
Okay,
Be
next
gentle.
up we got.
That's my drum roll.
Whoa.
Hold it carefully.
Oh, this one's big. This one's big. This one's big. Really big.
So for Star Wars Day, we have this grand prize item to talk about. It is a Star Wars Force Effects Elite.
Can you see me
Wait,
peeking
tell
out?
us what this is. What exactly is
Eli,
this
tell
thing?
us what this is.
It's like a lightsaber, but with a green like thing.
That's a green light, yes. Let me see here. So this is, according to the thing, Luke Skywalker's lightsaber.
Yeah, it's Skywalker's lightsaber. But I like any Star Wars character. Because I like the movie and the games.
Okay.
We're
So
unboxing
it
this bad
has,
boy.
yeah, unboxing. So it has a stand, and the stand comes with this extra little piece here. And I'll show you what it looks like on the stand.
Yeah, I'll show you. What is it like for later?
Just a little bit. So this is the lightsaber hilt, and it feels really sturdy. It's made out of like actual steel, and it has a button on this side. It's not the lightsaber element is not connected, but when you set it on the stand,
What is this used
It's for the
it
stand.
sets like this. So
Yeah. Set the stand.
so you can turn it and see. So you can just sit it out on your mantle, just like that, and it makes a nice
Wait.
little display. Now, because we have wonderful little children who love to touch toys and can't leave things alone, we are not going to store this at this place. But so, in order to put together the lightsaber, do you have something to say about this, Bud? You have to.
So, like,
This is
guys,
not really realistic, but we can't really make realistic lightsabers anyway.
Yeah, I cannot make realistic lightsabers.
So you take that first top off, which is how it looks with the lightsaber deactivated. Then,
Mom, why did, a so realistic lightsaber. Whoa.
and then that was some premature
It can turn.
turning on.
Mom,
And then you take the actual hilt of the lightsaber.
Mom,
And this is the hard part because it's not, it's steel, right? So it's not really threaded very well.
guys, this does looks like a realistic lightsaber, but there's one problem.
What?
It's not for hitting.
Correct, yes. Lightsabers are not for hitting because they will just shear off your whole arm. You'll be like, I don't have an arm.
Just like
So-
what happened to Darth Vader.
There we go. That's the end of it. It's made out of some plastics, not glass. So that's good. And the light mechanism works. So when you turn it on, again, you push this button right here, up.
Wow.
And it has a cool I don't know what that's called, but effect where it like goes like the lightsaber
Imagine if you turn this off.
goes out. It does that. So
Imagine
it's
if it-
green. You can't really tell that in this light, but it's actually green. Well, maybe you can with my face.
One of your viewers said,
Dad.
"Someone must love you."
Yes, this is a very nice gift. Thank
Was there
you.
an extra button?
Yeah, I pushed it. It makes a white. They can't see it on the screen here, but see, it's white here, and it's green here, so it starts to make this white energy. So it's supposed to be like, I guess, if you like hit on something. And also, it has like motion-based noises. So
Guys, I need to tell you something.
yeah, what do you need to tell us?
I need to tell them like a secret.
Okay, tell us a secret.
No, not you, Mom and Amber. I'm talking to the viewers.
Okay, tell us. Tell the viewers.
Okay, so viewers.
This is cutting your hand as we speak. You gotta hold it by the hilt right here.
So
okay?
guys, the secret that I want to tell you is the YouTuber Puff Puff.
Oh, we're not talking about Puff Puff. We're talking about Star Wars. But let's just say one Puff Puff thing, okay?
So the YouTuber Puff Puff is really nice, and one of those videos that Puff Puff made goes like, I would buy flowers, I would hold your hand, we could talk for hours, if you would be my friend.
Thank you.
Very cute.
I was just laughing how I was like saying it.
All right, so this was our finale.
Yeah, definitely a finale. Oh, this was the other button you were talking about.
Oh, this is right here. I already showed it.
Oh, okay.
Guys, soon.
Okay, let me.
Guys, I don't have Star Wars toys for me today, but soon I'm gonna have
Yes,
one.
we will go to some tomorrow because we forgot. Forgot children exist. This is the first time they've celebrated or been, I guess, like cognizant of anything related to the little dorky things that we do. So, and so I didn't think that they'd want to really celebrate it, but lo and behold, I was incorrect about that.
So guys, I'm gonna talk to the viewers, Amber and Mom. So here we go. Guys, so I want to tell you something, and here's what I want to tell you. It is like, so if I reach 10 million subscribers at the end, then I'll say I love you guys.
10 million subscribers, that's all we got to get to. So,
Yeah, the reason why that I wanted to start this channel is to make money. Like, I really want to reach 1,000
you ain't
subscribers.
lying, that's right. I'm like, guys, can we reach, we have, let's see, on YouTube we have 14 subscribers.
But guys, I always have to go to school on school day. But you won't believe what I just got from school today.